My name is Ari Ropal. I was born in Thailand refugee camp, and my mom and my dad both were born in Burma.
My name is Dali Sarkis. I'm a refugee from Iraq.
Refugee people, it's what I understand from my experiences with no country, but I do have a country, but no freedom, and we needed freedom. That's when we have to come to another city to survive and get help for them, and we have to be like, if it's like animal.
If you're personally threatened, and this is the only case when United Nations takes you as a refugee and resettles you, when you are personally threatened, it's not just because there's explosions every day in Iraq. It's because you as a person, you have received some kind of threats, personal threats, and so on. Meaning, if you go back home, someone will find you and kill you. So people moved just for safety, but eventually they knew they will not be able to go back home. And this is why when people go to Syria, they apply to be refugees, because they know they need to be resettled in a third country at least, because they cannot go back home.
Apply here, they choose your name, like we don't know which city we're coming, which state we're coming. They just choose our names to come here. They pick our name, so they call us to come here. I didn't know anybody when I came here.
The United Nations called us and told us that we have an interview to be resettled in a third country, and for us it was the United States. So pretty much after several interviews, we were approved. We came to the United States.
Most of people over there, we don't live in a clean place like this. We have to live in a muddy place, and the house is not like this. It's different. Even you didn't do anything wrong, like over there, Burma, the governments want to take over the land, and they came to the village and burned the village, and took all the food, and some people got killed by them.
Typical day after the war, of course, after 2003. Yes, every day there's explosions, every single day. You would never know when an explosion will happen, you will be there or not. And it's true, you will never know that if all the family comes back home or not. You could be killed, get kidnapped, something happen, you're trapped in somewhere in a situation. So
Language, it's really hard. If you don't speak the language, if you don't speak English, you can't do anything. You can't apply for a job, and you can't have a conversation with other people. Even you go to hospital, you would be like mute and blind and can't hear anything. Hear, but don't even understand what they're talking about.
you have maximum of 50 pounds, which is 2 certain suitcases, and they have certain dimensions. So those are the 2 things, and a handbag, of course. So imagine packing your life in those 2 things. It is impossible. I miss everything in my life. I miss my house, my church, my friends, relatives, really. Miss all of them, and not knowing if they are going to stay alive or not. With everything, they have to stay there. Not seeing them graduate, not being in their weddings. It is really a hard thing just to think about it. So.
Freedom, education, and I got whatever I want to do here. So it's better for me, for my futures as well.
There is more choices, more freedom here, I would say. We're just really enjoying the pieces that makes America this interesting place, that you can do whatever you want, but you don't hurt anyone and you do not trespass on other persons' freedom. There's a lot of people here appreciate that diversity, like knowing someone and knowing what were traditions and so on. So they kind of, it's nice to be appreciated that you have that unique piece in you. Food is the thing that always brings us together, meaning we keep our recipes, we keep the times that lunchtime is lunchtime, and we try our best to be together, and dinner time. Some details in life, meaning there's no boyfriend, girlfriend thing, because we have the freedom not to do this anymore. It's just a matter of choice. How do you want to live your life?